In the sun-drenched sprawl of Central Florida, Sasha Samsodine emerged like a radiant spark, born into a world of promise. At 27, she had conquered the University of Florida, her intellect carving a path to a coveted role as social media manager at Pearson, an educational titan in Orlando. Yet her spirit extended beyond the corporate realm. She volunteered tirelessly with the Apartment Association of Greater Orlando, her voice a beacon of warmth in promotional videos. "Hi, I'm Sasha with 407 Apartments TV," she'd chirp, guiding viewers through lush complexes like Edge Orlando near UCF, her enthusiasm infectious. Colleagues and friends painted her as a paradox, underestimated for her striking looks, yet a dynamo of intelligence and drive. Her on-camera charm mirrored her essence, bubbly, the lifeblood of any gathering, a soul brimming with life. By 2015, she'd claimed a haven at Uptown Place on North Orange Avenue, a fortress of modern security with digital deadbolts, surveillance cameras, key fob entrances, and a night guard. Here, she believed, she could rest easy, alone, yet untouchable. Or so the illusion held. The night the shadows stirred, Friday, October 16, 2015, marked the crescendo of Orlando City soccer season, a night when the city pulsed with purple-clad fervor for the Lions. Sasha, adorned in team colors, joined friends to cheer the victory, the air thick with celebration. Post-match, the revelry shifted to sidebar, then the pulsating attic nightclub. Around 12:30 a.m., she murmured to friend Anthony of her departure. Homeward bound or to another haunt, he couldn't discern. Such was the ebb and flow of their nights out, a dance of comings and goings. The next morning, Anthony awaited her at their planned breakfast, her absence a silent alarm. Calls went unanswered, a rarity for a woman bound for a baby shower, her dependability a cornerstone. Unease gnawed as he, Katie, and Megan traced her steps to Uptown Place. Her car sat in the garage, a baby gift untouched in the back. Slipping past the entrance, they hammered on her third-floor door. Silence answered. A dread unfurled as hospitals and police drew blanks. Anthony dialed 911, the air thickening with foreboding. The discovery that shattered silence. That evening, officers arrived, greeted by off-duty security guard Stephen Duxbury, his knowing glance unlocking access to Sasha's apartment. Her friends lingered outside, hearts pounding as the search unfolded. Order reigned within. No chaos, no Sasha. Then in the master bedroom, a horror emerged. The comforter rolled into a grotesque tube, dark hair spilling from one end, a limp hand protruding. They had found her. The medical examiner's report would later unveil a brutality seldom witnessed, a neck fractured with savage force, her arms and hands etched with defensive wounds, evidence of a desperate struggle. Sasha had been beaten, raped, and strangled, her life snuffed out in her supposed sanctuary. Her friends, reading the officers' ashen faces, collapsed into grief, a wail rising for the vibrant soul lost. The unraveling web days bled into a maelstrom of sorrow and rage for Sasha's family and friends as details surfaced. News crews buzzed around Uptown Place, neighbors stunned by the quiet girl's gruesome end. "Nice, fun-loving, not boastful," they murmured, unease creeping. Had a predator nested among them? The crime scene yielded no forced entry, suggesting Sasha had admitted her killer. Her purse, phone, and key fob vanished, the apartment reeking of bleach, her skin stained with cleaning agents, a frantic bid to erase DNA. Discolored sheets and a condom wrapper hinted at the assault's aftermath. Size 9 shoe prints dusted the floors, thumbprints lingered under a raised toilet seat, and DNA clung to her chest. The evidence pointed inward, to 33-year-old Stephen Duxbury, a 5-month veteran guard at Uptown Place, newly married, an Air Force vet with a security license earned that year. The guard's deceptive tale. Duxbury's initial account painted a routine night, Sasha arriving at 1:45 a.m. with 2 women, sans ID or fob, slipping in behind a resident as he turned a blind eye. He claimed to have escorted her to the garage, exasperated by her drunken fumbling with the keypad, leaving her to retry the code. Later, he spotted her with an unknown man in the hall. CCTV from attic showed Sasha staggering alone, joined by 2 strangers, Julia Goff and Haley Messmore, who, fearing for her safety, shared their Uber to Uptown Place. Their kindness, heroic in hindsight, ended as they left her with Duxbury, who re-entered the building. The footage darkened. At 2:06 a.m., Sasha fled upstairs, Duxbury trailing. At 2:25 a.m., they descended to the garage, chatting amiably. By 2:27 a.m., they ascended again, her code recalled. At 5:05 a.m., Duxbury re-entered the garage, exiting at 5:13 a.m. Then at 6:36 a.m., he carried 3 white trash bags, leaving at 6:40 a.m., a task beyond his duties, with a 90-minute gap unaccounted for. Police pounced, securing a search warrant and a polygraph. The mass slips Duxbury's polygraph unraveled his facade. Asked about arrests, he spun a tale of juvenile heroism, falsely accused of assault, pleading guilty to shield a friend and a girl with trauma. The truth, he'd struck his friend's sister with a shovel, choked and kissed her, fleeing before a conviction for aggravated assault. His medical litany, stabbings, surgeries, anxiety, framed him as a beleaguered saint, yet residents' complaints of harassment and stalking had been ignored by vital security in Uptown Place. The polygraph screamed deception. He'd entered Sasha's apartment, caused her death, removed items. His stumble on choking betrayed knowledge police hadn't disclosed. Confronted, he deflected, indignant as scratch marks and a bite-like wound on his arms, blamed on a nervous condition, matched Sasha's struggle. Size 9 Skechers from his home, thumbprints on her toilet, and matching DNA sealed his fate. The chilling breach. His phone revealed a 4:56 to 5:01 a.m. search. How to override a quickset digital lock. Sasha's lock. Police theorized he breached it post 5:13 a.m., slipping into her apartment as she lay vulnerable. He assaulted, beat, and strangled her, using bleach to scrub evidence, bagging remnants for disposal. The trusted guard had become the predator, hidden in plain sight. Sasha's final text at 5:12 a.m. to ex-Ben Roebuck. Ben went unanswered, her life extinguished before more could be written. Justice's cold grasp arrested. November 2015, Duxbury faced first-degree murder, sexual battery, and burglary charges. Orlando Police Chief John Mina decried the crime of opportunity by a protector-turned-predator. A 7-day trial ended with a life sentence without parole in 2016. Sasha's parents, Ken and Tara, extending sympathy to Duxbury's mother. 2 families broken. They now champion victims' families, Tara recalling 18 months of numbness before tears flooded. Quickset redesigned locks post-case amid lawsuits against Vital Security and Spectrum brands, the latter citing a faulty lock, unprovable after its discard. A legacy in the dark. Sasha's death echoes as a cautionary tale. Security a mirage when trust betrays. Could complaints have saved her? Was the lock's flaw her undoing? The shadows linger, a reminder to question what lurks behind closed doors. Her story, a beacon dimmed, urges vigilance in a world where safety is never assured. Final whisper. As I, your story, close this harrowing chapter, a cold wind seems to whisper through the room. Did Sasha's spirit linger, watching her killer's unmasking? Legends murmur of a faint sob in Uptown Place's halls, a plea for justice fulfilled. What do you think haunted her final hours? Share your thoughts below, subscribe for more tales from the dark, and hit the bell. Stay vigilant, for the shadows never rest.